it's a super proud moment for me. Having Syed Kirmani, Padma Shri Syed Kirmani, the legendary wicket-keeper that India has ever produced. I'm so blessed that being born in this family, and now after so many years, it's an opportunity for me to hear from you, Chachi. I call him Chachi, my Chikappa, right? So it's an honor and pride that we are covering your story on Brands of Bangalore, and we are super proud of you.
Yes, never ever imagined that my nephew is going to interview me on the Brands of Bangalore. It's a great feeling that you have been progressing in your Brands of Bangalore and in your businesses, which you have been as a startup, which you started.
Yes.
And then coming up so progressively and so constructively and so popularly.
Thank you so much.
I think
yes.
my congratulations to you also, and it's my proud feeling. It's my proud moment also.
Wow.
That my own nephew is interviewing me on the podcast.
It's an honor, Chachi. It's an honor.
That's right. So it's a great feeling that from the siblings of Kirmanis, you see another has come up in a very bright way. And I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
In whatever
yes.
you're aiming at.
Yes.
May God bless you with good health, long life, and to see everything happening good. And it will when you're honest and sincere in your efforts. And this is a common phrase to all of you who are listening and seeing me too. Being honesty. And being sincere in whatever you do, you are always successful. So that's the key.
Brilliant, Chachi. It is an honor indeed. Thank you so much for your blessings. You've always been a role model for all of us and to the world. We are, everybody talks about the '83 World Cup, the time that has actually changed Indian cricket's history. You were the underdogs, playing against the mighty West Indies, the New Zealand, the England. We also saw the movie '83, how what it depicted, the story of your journey from India, playing at Lords, and finally getting this World Cup for all of us.
Yes, that's right.
Tell us, Chachi, what was the feeling back then?
Well, to start with, being the fourth weakest team in the competition of 1983 Prudential World Cup, to have been played in England, we had a different mindset with all of us. One of them said, "I'm going on my honeymoon."
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was not concerned about producing result into the bringing name to the country or whatever. He said, "Oh wow, he was bindas. He is the man who's always bindas."
Lovely.
The name will come later on probably, and you all know it. Who it is? Who I'm referring to? All you guys who you have seen '83 movie also, and in that one of them said, "I'm going to have great fun." Another one said, "I'm going to enjoy my life." So these are the expressions which were expressed by the teammates before we left the shores of our country. So this is how we landed up in England. And there have been many turning points to start with. We never ever realized that we are going to face in the very first Prudential World Cup match that we were dumped with the mighty West Indians who ruled cricket for nearly 3 decades. 3 decades, man. And all iconic players in the West Indies team who had won the inaugural 1975. They had won the 1979, and they were in for a big hat-trick to win the '83 World Cup as well. So we were pitched with them
in the first
match. And I think that, according to me, was the most important turning point to the Indian team. We beat the mighty West Indians comprehensively, without any doubt. right? Without any fluke. People talk about, oh, that was a fluke, blah, 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 blah. No, 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 it cannot be, right? So on that count, that gave us tremendous impetus. It was like a shot in the arm to all of us. Beating the mighty West Indians all of a sudden in the very first encounter. You see, any team, let it be the weakest team or the strongest team in the competition, the very first match, any team winning,
it's a great boost.
oh my, it generates a tremendous amount of confidence, individually as well as a team. This is what exactly happened to all of us, beating the mighty West Indians in the very first encounter.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yes, and that's where it all started.
That gave you that boost to win the World Cup finally,
Absolutely.
of course.
This was the confidence we got. Okay, yeah, we have beaten the world champs. And before this, the same year, 83, India toured West Indies. And that's where at Barbados, we are playing the first ODI there against the mighty West Indies again in their own hometown.
Wow.
Right? And we beat them there as well. To start with, we gave them the taste of their own medicine in their own den.
You beat them in their own den, yes.
It all started there in West Indies itself. From there on, the confidence levels of all of us started building up. So we started being on the oven, getting fired. We were on fire, beating them at the very first encounter. Then into the World Cup, followed by World Cup. So
Lovely.
that was the main thing which got us into the momentum, into the rhythm, which you call it. And that's the way we went on. And then the very first meeting also made a world of an impact on the seniors especially. We were 7 seniors to Kapil Dev, right? In his very first meeting, every team has a team meeting before, on the eve of the match.
Correct.
Right. So Kapil, in his very few words, he is a man of action. Man of very few words, man of action. He said straight away, addressing to the team members, he said, my dear friends, I have 7 seniors with me, and I don't have to tell the seniors what their responsibilities are, what their duties are, and how they should go about. Because there are so many, you're so much of an experience you have, which I would like all of you to share it with me. I have never heard a captain say this.
Wow.
A great statement from Kapil Dev, right? Saying that, ke bhai, you got to guide me. I've never seen, I've never heard anywhere down the line that, an MD or a chairman of any industry, corporate or any institution, or a principal saying his staff members or his colleagues, ke bhai, I need your support. I need your guidance. Here is Kapil Dev who said this to the 7 seniors especially. And this was the thing which got into all of us. Hey man, captain is saying that we know our responsibilities. We know what we should be doing. You see, the subconscious ego,
Yeah.
which is embedded in all creations. By the way, if you don't know, it is in the animals, it's in the birds, it's in everywhere. It's by nature, it's embedded. EGO. I suppose, which happens to be a global problem also with these 3 words. Nevertheless, not to go into the depth of it, so the egos of all the seniors. It simmered down.
Yeah.
So, and then we were all together now. We have beaten the West Indies in the very first encounter. No looking back now. Went on and on. and this is where we beat all the stronger teams. And there were many turning points until we came on to the what do you call up now? The most important match was the Zimbabwe match, where we had to qualify to beat them again. We had beaten them earlier also.
Yes.
And now we are facing them again and to qualify ourselves into the knockout stage. You see, we never ever dreamt that we are going very close to the knockout stage. But we had to beat Zimbabwe again at Tunbridge Wells. You see, now here, unfortunately, you see, the BBC were covering the whole
Tournament.
Tournament.
Yes.
83 World Tournament, but due to some reasons or the other.
They were on strike that day.
Yeah, that's right, yes. Not to go into the depth of the reasons where they never turned up to record our match. Obviously, being the minnows of the competition, probably they would have felt, who's going to see these guys in Tunbridge Wells, two weaker teams playing, not realizing that this match happened to be the best ever match in the future World Cups as well, which we also did not realize. Okay, it's going to happen like this. 17-5. Oh my God. It's so fresh in my memory. So fresh. It looks like I've just come back from the World Cup victory. So clear. Right, 17-5, and now I was happily in the dressing room. Normally I don't get batting because there are 7 all-rounders before me as well. So, though I was not considered as an all-rounder, later on they realized that here is a man who is also an all-rounder. Nevertheless, so on that count, KK, Kohinoor, Kumail, Kirmani.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So, I was relaxed in the dressing room. Everybody were outside and watching the match, and I was confident that my top order batsmen will be there for me to go and watch them score a 100 not out, a partnership building up, whatever. So I was in my towel and my toast in my mouth, dressing room, preparing myself for a good breakfast, and a good shower, shampooing my head. And, suddenly I heard a shout. Within half an hour of the game, I heard a shout from outside, from one of the players. He said, "Hey, Kiri, pad up!" Hey? You see, normally the players play pranks. They play pranks. So, well, I thought they're trying to play a prank on me, asking me to pad up to see 100 runs partnership between Gavaskar and Shrikant. Right? So I relaxed. I ignored that. Within 3-4 minutes, believe me, there was another very serious shout. "Hey, Kiri, kya kar raha hai yaar? Pad up!" Wow. Oh, kya kar raha hai? Huh? I said, "Wow, Maharaj, this is something, there's something going on now." So, with the toast in between my teeth and my towel tightened up, holding it on, looking for a window to see what's going on outside, to spot where the scoreboard is. Spotted the scoreboard at the corner and saw 1-7. Below that, I saw 5 there. 5, as I said that in that excitement, the toast fell. Believe me, this is actually what has happened, where the whole story was turned on to the hero of the feature film, Ranbir Singh. It was converted into onto him. Obviously, the hero gets the more importance than the rest of the artist in any feature film. Nevertheless, so this is what exactly happened, and this is what I had narrated to all of them while I was explaining to them Okay, this is what exactly happened. So they had a big laughter. So they changed the whole scenario into the movie. So my towel fell, the toast fell. Thank God, luckily nobody was in the dressing room. Believe me, I don't know whether I had a proper breakfast, whether I had a proper shower or not. I was walking in, 1:28 for 8. If my memory serves me right, the stats can be corrected. Okay. So यहाँ पे I walked up to Kapil Dev. I've been blessed with a system not to succumb to pressures, not to panic. This is very, very important for the youngsters of today, that never panic, never give up, never succumb to pressure, any kind of pressure, wherever you are, whatever profession you might be. Do not panic, do not succumb into pressures. Have a big heart and say, yes, I'll do my best. That's the way to go about it in your lives, in your progress, in your professions. Never give up, right? So that's the way I went up to Kapil Dev.
Okay.
I said, now in my mind was, while I was walking up, I said, okay, I will give maximum strike to Kapil Dev. This was working on my mind. I will give him the maximum stand, and he is the biggest hitter of the Indian team. I will play one single delivery, take one run, give him 5 deliveries, not to play, to hit. I went up to him and I said, Caps, we are in a do or die situation. We cannot just give in just like that.
Yeah.
If we have to die, we have to hit and die. अगर हमको मरना है तो हमको मार के मरने का है. This is what Cap said. किरी भाई हमको और 30 ओवर खेलनी है. I said, don't worry, I'll give you the maximum stand. The
Wow.
self-confidence building into me.
Wow.
My system which I've been blessed with, कि भाई give your best to keep the tricolor flying high at all times, to win for the team, give your life for the country, give your life for your team, to do your best.
Amazing.
Yeah, this was in my mind, and this is what I told Caps. And exactly what was on my mind. 1 delivery, 1 run, 5 deliveries. Believe me, I've never seen such a devastating knock from the blade of Kapil Dev. In a situation like that, in circumstances like that, I've never seen till date. No batsman has scored 175 not out, and yours sincerely 26 not out. We had a partnership of 126 runs.
Wow, wow, wow.
And that we finished 30 overs, 60 overs those days we played. And that partnership gave us the confidence to qualify. We beat the Zimbabweans in their innings by another 30 plus runs.
Wow, wow.
Right? And qualified ourselves for the semi-finals. Wow. That was a match to be remembered and will be remembered until life.
Wow.
Until life. By all those who have heard the commentary would definitely remember that. Unfortunately, there was no private cameraman also or a videographer to take that. He would have become an overnight multimillionaire.
Absolutely. This, I think, Muhammad Siraj, when he was there at the launch of your book, did mention that we were not born in 1983.
Yes,
so
yes.
even those days, Taji, television was not so armed class. Yeah, it was only for the elite. And even radios per se, and the time zone being different from India to UK, the relay would not have been at the best of the broadcasting stuff. So if I have to, summarize this incident of landmark incident, where you gave a 26 not out stance, a partnership.
126.
Yeah, 126, and your contribution was 26 not out.
26 not out.
So another 100 run, 175, which
Kapil Dev
did score. from your perspective, with 88 test matches that you have played, and you have played the best of bowlers and batsmen partnering with you, should I consider this partnership of yours to be the best innings of yours, or do you have anything else that you recall as your best innings?
Well, this 26 runs partnership, 126 runs partnership, and me scoring 26 individually, I would consider the best in my entire cricketing career.
Wow.
Because this brought us into the reckoning to win this World Cup. And
Absolutely.
that's it. Right? If I had not given that 126 runs partnership, playing all the 30 overs, forget the World Cup, man. Forget the World Cup. We wouldn't have been anywhere near the World Cup at all.
Do you think cricket would have had a different, perspective? Like we see in other sports, unfortunately. India once had, World Cup victories in football. We had Dhyan Chand bring us laurels and Olympic medals for hockey. We had P.T. Usha, who got us laurels in her own respective athletic events.
Yes.
Do you think, if not the 83 World Cup, where do you see cricket, Indian cricket would have been, sir?
Well, I suppose after winning the World Cup, our era of cricketers, nobody told us to play cricket, by the way.
Yeah.
It was all a gifted ability to all of us who contributed to this great game of cricket. And then having won the World Cup, 1983,
Yeah.
I think cricket became a religion in the country. Every nook and corner, there was cricket, cricket, cricket going on. And gradually everything started improvisation. There were innovation, there were new concepts into the game. There was, in our time, there was no technology. There was no support staff. Like what you have today, there you have got about 8 to 10 support staff to every team globally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? We never had a doctor, we never had a trainer, we never had a coach.
You never had a coach too?
No,
Wow.
no coach until we won the World Cup, by the way.
Wow, wow, wow.
And what a victory this would have been. What a victory this would have been, believe me. Can you imagine, no television in our time? There was only radio. Now here I remember one good incident.
Please go ahead.
Good incident. Just before when I had gone to Hyderabad to request the Telangana Chief Minister Revant Reddy Saab, right? He gave me a wonderful appointment of half an hour. I was with him, and you know what he said?
Gee.
He said, "I'm a football fan." He said first. "I'm a football fan," he said, and now I can remember a colored television coming in on the day of the finals, India playing World Cup.
Wow, 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 wow.
And I only saw the World Cup, and I remember only two names, he said. Kapil Dev and yours sincerely. Oh, what an honor.
What an honor indeed, indeed.
And he gave me that honor of launching my autobiography there in Hyderabad, and that was a huge success, and I think I should be on the podcast. I would
Yes.
like to thank the CM Telangana and of course Dr. Vivek, who was instrumental in conducting, in being a host to my autobiography launch on the 10th of August, which just went by.
Indeed an honor, because right here in Bangalore, Bangalore, you're a Bangalore boy.
Yes.
Hyderabadis call you, you're a Hyderabadi boy.
Yeah.
And even the book launch that happened here.
Why they call me is because the roots are in Hyderabad. The entire upbringing started off from Hyderabad. The entire Kirmani Khandan is in Hyderabad. And I studied in St. Paul's nursery,
Lovely.
starting with.
So a lot of shout out to all those St. Paul students out here. You have somebody, an alumni sitting right here.
Then went into All Saints High School,
Wow, wow.
4th standard. And then obviously my father got transferred from the Nizam's government to Mysore government at that time. It was called Mysore state at that time.
Which year was the
Right.
charge?
That was the 1956, which I did not know. Only when I grew up, when I asked why did we come into Bangalore to my parents, my father said, it was during the reorganization and the bifurcation of the states which took place. Right? So that's how Dad got transferred into Bengaluru. It was called Mysore State then.
Yes.
So that's where my entire, the rest of from 4th standard onwards, the entire upbringing was in Bengaluru. Now it is Bengaluru.
Yes.
Yes, and I've become Karnataka now. From Mysore State it became Karnataka. And a lot of developments have to take place everywhere, globally actually. Yes.
Sir, please take us through your childhood days. I wasn't even born, so obviously people would love to hear your journey from Hyderabad to reaching Bengaluru, and which school did you study in? How was your childhood like, and what gave you that signal? I think what I hear as a child. That your first gloves were never about cricketing, wicket-keeping gloves. It was boxing gloves. So we would like to hear that story, and I'm sure that's covered in this book as well. But just for our audience who are too engulfed in watching you live, would be happy to hear your story as a Bangalore boy.
Yes, of course. I was admitted into St. Germain's High School.
Another shout out to all the St. Germain's guys.
Yes, Germanites.
All the Germanites.
Right.
I'm a Josephite, by the way.
Yes, right. No, from there on, Josephite.
Wow. So St. Paul's Hyderabad to St. Aloysius Hyderabad to St. Germain's Bengaluru and St. Joseph's Bengaluru. So all these 4 schools, you guys must be super proud to have somebody like a legendary wicket-keeper, Sir Syed Kirmani, Padma Shri, Sir Syed Kirmani, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes. So there was sports, all sorts of sports, major sports, minor sports also were taking place in St. Germain's. I was in the 4th standard, 4th and 5th.
You're about 10 years old.
Yeah, around about that time. Right, that was the age at that time. So I can't forget the principal's name and the sports secretary's name. Father Stan Aranjo.
Wow.
Was the father of that, principal of that St. Germain's, and Mr. Brown, if my memory serves me right. Wow. And very fair gentleman and nice and stout. And he came around and into the classrooms and said, anybody interested in boxing, he said. Right, away from my other sporting activities, which I was very keen on to take part in all kinds of sports, house games, etc. and etc. So I said, yes. I put up my hand and said, yeah, I will also fight. I will take up this sport also. So I can't forget that name. 2 names as school kids, 4th standard. Right, so I was given the gloves, taken out of the classroom. Another boy from another classroom was taken out, and his name was Shackleton.
Oh, Shackleton.
Shackleton, Anglo-Indian boy, Shackleton. So the parallel, what do you call those parallel bars where you do exercises, swinging? It's still there in the corner of St. Germain's.
Wow.
It's still there.
Wow.
The other day I was passing through, I was trying to locate where that parallel bar, what do you call that?
The parallel bar.
Parallel bars only, right? So in that corner, wow, 2, 3, right into his nose, he started bleeding. The fight was stopped.
Oh.
The fight was stopped. And then he was taken and I was promoted to the finals now. On stage, everybody is watching. Right, my elder brother, late Syed Muhammad Askari Hussain Kirmani, that's his father. Okay, so he came along with me to see what this boxing is all about. So he accompanied me, and I was on stage and in the ring, and I think it was either Roy Dias or John Dias, finalists. And both fighting, and then the fight got over, and then he was declared the winner. And my hand was taken up and said, Syed Kirmani, best loser.
Wow, best loser.
I was wondering what is best loser all about. So my brother went and asked, what do you mean by best loser? I think he should have been the winner. He asked Mr. Brown. Yes, Mr. It's very clear in my mind, it's very vivid in my mind. Okay. He said, no, you see now he has fought better than the winner. No, two days about it.
Wow.
But he had some cross shots. You're not supposed to do cross shots. You're
boxing.
supposed to hit straight. No, this way. They said, "Ke bhai, I did this way, I believe." I don't know how I punched him. So that's where the boxing gloves were my first gloves. And then from there on, Bhai got trust. Bhai was taken out from the St. James High School. He was admitted into St. Joseph's.
St. Joseph's Indian High School.
Indian High School. I was followed. I was also admitted in the 6th standard onwards, right? 6th standard to 10th standard, St. Joseph's. So I was a Josephite all along. Wahan se, of course, I played all the house games. My first sport, by the way, starting from St. Joseph's, was athletics. I ran 100 meters, 200 meters, got selected for the relay team of the school. And I was the school relay team went into the Canteriva Stadium, believe it or not.
Wow.
Right? I was selected in that relay team where inter-school sports take place.
Yes.
All the schools take part every year. It's called BSAA Sports. Now it must have been changed now.
Yes.
It was called Bangalore State Sports Association. Yes. Right. So, but here is another thing for you guys to know, that I ran barefooted, played barefooted hockey, football and athletics barefooted. Why? Because my father could not afford canvas shoes. Can you believe that? He had a very meager salary of 250 rupees or so, which I remember very, very vividly, very distinctly. Right, because whenever he was bringing his salary, monthly salary, the same evening after the evening prayers, mom, dad, elder brother, myself, we used to sit together. Dad used to open the diary, his salary in front, and writing it down. Dhobi, daily
grocery,
bhaji pala, sappo, gippo, other anta, school fees, all those miscellaneries were. And then the balance after all the monthly expenses which my dad, we are seeing all that. We were brought to showing that this is the way to lead your life in the meager salary which you get, if at all, right? So this is how, and then hardly 10 rupees is the savings.
Back then?
Yeah, 10 rupees used to be left there, and in that 10 rupees, Bhai used to get 1 rupee.
Wow.
Monthly expenses. Can you believe 1 rupee, 19, 58, 59, 60.
Wow.
Right? And I was getting 8 annas. Don't laugh. Okay. Myself, I feel like laughing my guts out. 8 annas, 1 rupee, my monthly expenses.
Wow. I mean, those were the times, or humble times, which has actually got that root stronger. As they say, that since you have seen that, I wouldn't call it poverty, but I would call it humility and down-to-earthness. The humble beginnings of earning a salaried income from what you have seen your father earning and taking care of his household. If I have to ask you this now, since you have mentioned this today, for even a college student, if a parent gives him 100 rupees, it's not sufficient in today's time. It could be, or it cannot be too. But if I have to ask you, Chachaji, what was your first salary when you started playing international cricket? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that for sure. Yes. But before that, let me come up by saying that we used to walk. My father was allotted a 1-bedroom quarters, D type, which is still there.
In Jai Mahal Extension.
In Jai Mahal Extension. There were only C type and D type quarters given to the government employees.
Yes.
Okay. So now in 1-bedroom quarter, until 25 years of age,
wow.
Until I played for the country, our upbringing took place in that 1-bedroom, and that was a storeroom night. Right? And you guys will definitely appreciate and wonder how did this guy reach the top. Right? A small bed was for my father. Below in that hall, small little hall, 20 by 20 feet hall, right? Away from that one room, then kitchen, and then bathroom. Bathroom was for bath only, right? And then a little outside was a toilet, okay? And now, bed, father, mom, myself, and my elder brother, right? We used to sleep on that chatai. You call that chatai hasir, hasir, jo bhi hai, what you see it in the mosque.
Yes.
Chatai.
Yes.
No Dunlop pillow. No mattress and no pillows. Excuse me.
Wow.
You won't believe all this. This is the upbringing which we got. This is where we never ever complained to our parents, and we never compared other kids, what they lived, how they lived in their own houses also. Okay, so this is how our upbringing was. And being at that time the third brother was not born, by the way. Okay, so now normally on younger people, a weight is thrown on them by the seniors, okay? छोटे बच्चों के ऊपर ज्यादा जोर डाला जाता है अलवा चिक्कोर में मेले जास्ती प्रेशर हाकता रहला so on those basis father said, now you sweep the house, mop the house, clean the washroom, bathroom, and then the toilet is your job, washing plates your job. Okay, fine.
Wow.
Without any frown, without any fold on the forehead. Yes, sure will. Right? That's the way it went. And my elder brother, gundafai the atta.
Wow.
Helping mom sitting in the kitchen, she would bellofy and make chapatis, paratha, jo bhi hai. So bhai was atta gundofying. Wow. This was my daily job. Right?
Responsibility.
This is how it all started. But before all that, let me also tell you that this is all every morning, 5 a.m. my parents used to get up, wake we brothers up. Come on, time for morning prayers. Morning prayers over, pick up the holy book of Quran Sharif. If you have the time, read a page. If you don't have the time, at least 5 lines, at least 1 line of reading or opening the holy book of Quran. Do that. Until date, it's on.
That's the habit.
And with it, this is the reason why, you see now, to me, the morning prayers and the 5 times which we Muslims pray was the road to success for me. And I very firmly believe in that. And I'm sure everybody would definitely, when they open their eyes, they would look at their respective gods, whoever, whatever, Bhagwan, Nortare Allah, Devrige, Belige, Takshna, eyes open, Takshna, Devre frame Nortare Allah, Ade, Namdev Namaj. Okay, so on those bases, this is where the Almighty Lord helps you. He says, in all religious books, this is the same teachings which you all follow, which we all follow. The God, the Almighty Lord, Devra, in all Bhagavad Gita, Bible, you take any religious book, it says, ke bhai, you remember me, I will remember you. These are the words of the Almighty Lord in the holy book of Quran. तुम मुझे याद रखो, मैं तुम्हें याद रखूंगा. It's in the holy book of Quran, right? The same has been translated into all the religious books, apparently, right? So this was the road to success for me, and I believe very firmly in that, and it is still on with me until life. It will be with me. The 5 times prayers.
This basically, brings me to the point that you have always mentioned that these are 3 Ds that you have always followed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course the upbringing, being male child, and not having a sister, not having a female sibling, would have given you that extra edge of helping your mother in your chores, not restricting yourself to that ego word that you mentioned. Of this is not the work that we men of the house do, and these are same behaviors and practices that we have been blessed with my father and my uncle, and what we have heard of our grandparents do, and the teachings are very, very strong, and this is what makes us feel proud and respect that whatever job you do, it's nothing to do with a gender bias. It's about the discipline that it brings on to you, that is work is worship, as they say, and this is something that each one of us have to inculcate. And here we have Syed Kirmani, who says that these are the ground realities, the trainings that he had imbibed from his house with his 5-time prayers, the 5 a.m. habit. Now the preachers take money to preach you that, to get onto a 5 a.m. club. And now we would like to hear, sir, what are those 3 Ds that those are principal values that you have followed?
Yes, more than the 3 Ds, I would like to add another 3 alphabets, which play a very important role into any individual. Any individual, if he has to lead a good, happy, long life and a prosperous life, right? Now, let me start with the 3 Ds. The other 3 alphabets will come a little later. Okay, the 3 Ds are, of course, which I did not know. Believe it or not, all these things, what I'm expressing is only after going around the world through cricket only. It's only through cricket I've seen the world. I have been a great observer of individuals, families, teams, industries, corporates, you name it. And this is where I was trying to pick up whatever. Nobody told me what the 3 Ds were. Nobody told me what the other alphabets which I'm going to come out and pass it on to you. These are the keys to lead a successful life, right? And now, without any inhibitions, this was embedded, and it was a gift from the Almighty Lord. Right, this came in the entire picking up things from every nook and corner wherever I went.
Yeah.
Right, I picked up the good things of an individual. I picked up the good things from another individual, what they do, how they do, the right ways. You see, there is a way to everything, but there is also a proper way to everything. That's
very important.
That's where we have to follow. Coming on to the 3 Ds, okay? determination. You got to be determined to whatever you want to become. Right? Determined, I want to be this. And then to become that, you have to dedicate yourself. Dedication. Dedicate, devotion, dedication. And the third one is discipline. I would put discipline ahead of the two because discipline is what builds character. When you have a good character, you are loved and liked until life. Everybody would like to be with a good charactered individual, isn't it? Everybody would like to be a good citizen who's honest and sincere. Right? Yeah, you wouldn't like to be. You wouldn't like to be with a guy who doesn't have a character. Right, can he? So these are the 3 Ds which you have to be following, and to that, first of all, I would put from the 3 Ds, I would put these 3 alphabets before the 3 Ds. That is, who am I? W. First W. Who am I? Question yourself. Who am I? First W. The second W is, what am I? Who am I? What am I? And the third W, where am I going? Wow, 3 W's, where am I going? Such depth into these alphabets. Who am I? Hey, yeah. From which family I belong? What family I belong? Should I bring name to the same family? All these things will start coming in. So much of depth in those 3 W's. And then followed by the 3 D's. You follow this, you can be rest assured you lead a wonderful life. You know, honesty and sincerity, which pays at all times. It can never let you down. Honesty, sincerity, obviously you have to have hard work to go along.
Yes.
Without hard work, you cannot earn anything. You cannot achieve anything. So inadvertently, subconsciously, all these things came into my system by seeing the good things, seeing the iconic figures from the cricketing field, picking up the good deeds from them, learning and putting it into my own practice, in my own limitation. Limitation, when I say one should learn to draw a line, anything over the limits, my dear friends, it is harmful. Hey, Kenny? That's it.
Amazing.
So these are the things which are very, very important for the youngsters of today to follow. Okay? Make a name to yourself, make a name to your parents, make a name to your alma mater. That's your institution, education institution. Make your name for your state. Make your name for your country. Be an internationally famous person. And there's a lot of sacrifice to reach the top.
Yes. Absolutely. So these are the learning lessons that Padma Shri Sir Syed Kirmani did mention about, being disciplined, dedication, and of course talking about the determination aspect of it, followed by what is most important about understanding your own core values, about who you are, where are you heading towards, and what is your purpose in life. Basically, that is how he has summarized the essence of how a meaningful and beautiful life could be led. We would definitely want to know, Chachaji, that your book launch, it happened in Karnataka with the prestigious KSCA honoring it, and our Deputy Chief Minister being honored and unveiling it with Sir Narayan Murthy and the dignitaries. Even Kapil Dev Sir was there. And you were also invited to the Telangana state, and because you were a Hyderabadi boy. At the same time, you were probably the first Indian to have launched a book at the House of Lords.
Oh, wow.
Please tell us that experience.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the most unimaginable, unthinkable, unbelievable thing which happened to me. Now my co-authors, Dakshesh Pathak from Ahmedabad, right, and Devashish Sengupta, who has been your professor also, I
course.
was told. Right, you are the one who introduced me to him to launch his two novels. Right, so I came across him. I came across these two guys who were very keen to write my book, my autobiography. So on that count, Dakshesh Pathak, who's a very renowned sports journalist from Ahmedabad, right, he happened to meet Lord Bhikkhu Parekh, who is the Lord of House of Lords in London.
Wow.
Lord Bhikkhu Parekh happened to be in Ahmedabad as a chief guest on one of the functions, where Dakshesh Pathak also was there. So he presented my autobiography to him.
Wow, wow.
So Lord Bhikkhu Parekh, he saw that as he went into the foreword which Sunny Gavaskar has written in for my autobiography. Right, he just read that synopsis of Gavaskar. While he was going through that, Dakshesh Pathak said, Your Honor, Mr. Kirmani is looking forward to launch his book in London. That's all he said. Immediately, instantly, Lord Bhikkhu Parekh told Dakshesh Pathak, can I give him this honor at the House of Lords?
Wow, wow, wow.
Without checking me out, without any hesitation, Dakshesh Pathak said, Your Honor, it is going to be a huge honor for Syed Kirmani Sir and all of us to be at the House of Lords. Can we take this as a confirmation? Yes, he said instantly.
Wow, wow, wow.
Lord Bhikkhu Parekh said, yes, it will be done. Let's start working on it. So that's where it all started. And then I got his number, I got his email. And then he asked me, okay, which are the dates? He gave me a few dates. These are the dates where we can have your book launch at the House of Lords. Once it was confirmed, oh my God, we started working. Our entire team, right, Nishat, my daughter, oh my God, she was a big support, a right hand to me, along with Dakshesh Pathak, Devashish Sengupta, and of course my son-in-law in Delhi. Autobiography team started working very, very hard on that. What are the things required? Right now, important was, not to go into the greater details of it, we had some lovely personalities as sponsors to this event at the House of Lords. I had requested Ronald Colasso. He is a global philanthropist based in Dubai. He is from Bangalore. Oh, yes, yes. Ronald Colasso has been a great source of motivation, inspiration to the deserving and the needy in the time of help. Financially or otherwise too, he has helped enormously to the deserving and the needy. When I offered him to be the guest of honor at the House of Lords, he said, it'll be my honor to come to London and launch your book.
Amazing.
Yes. And he said, I will take care of your entire journey to London and back. Oh my God. And he stumped me. That's the caption of my book. He stumped me by his noble gesture or gesture, whatever you say it, without asking. Great fan of cricket. And then from there, from US, not to forget, Syed Lutfi Hassan, who is the Honorary Consul General of South USA and Guyana, a big fan of cricket, my God, a great passionate lover of cricketers and cricket. He came down for my Bangalore launch, and I gave him that honor again, right? Sir, I would like to give you that honor if you can come to London. The House of Lords have been given as my book launch area. It'll be a huge honor if you can make it to London as well. My honor, it'll be my privilege to be there as well. Oh my God, he came flying down all the way from US to London. And so this is how on the now coming to that dates of Lord Bhikkhu Parikh, he said, "Ke bhai, these are the dates I'm giving you. Which date would you like to have from your side? Let me hear." The House of Lords is available on these dates. So I went on to him. The communication took place on the phones now, away from the emails and the messages. I said 25th June.
Wow, wow.
Right, this is all happening from, what was that, April onwards, April, May, it all started cooking.
3-4 months of preparation.
Yes, that's right, yes. So I said 25th June, Lord. What is 25th June, he said. I said, that's the day when we won the World Cup at the Lord's Cricket Ground. Wow! These are his words, wow! He said, we'll have it on that day. And it was confirmed on 25th June, and what an honor it was. What an honor it was given to me. I was told that no Indian has been given this honor at the House of Lords till date. Aye. How blessed I am, and my family who was there. All right. And then His Excellency Syed Lutfi Hassan, the Honorary Consul General of South USA and Guyana, brought Lord Daniel Brennan from Guyana, big fan of cricket again. He came down for my launch into the House of Lords.
Wow,
wow, kya baat hai. What an honor, what a privilege. And I had invited all my cricketing icons from England also, like David Gower, Mike Gatting, Ian Botham, and then from other cricketers, from my own cricketing friends. The Indian team was there, playing the Test series, right? I invited Sunny Gavaskar, Ravi Shastri. Unfortunately, they could not make it. And then the icons who I played against with, like Asif Iqbal, who's settled in Kent, I invited him, Zahir Abbas. And the one and only who I had admired as the world's best captain was Mike Bradley.
Wow.
From England. He captained India, and I considered him a great captain who led from the front.
Wow.
Right. He did a great deal. He was the only one who could attend my book launch at the House of
so
Lords.
nice, yes.
And I was honored by his presence there. And it was a magnificent, historic launch, which I got, which I was blessed by the Almighty Lord first, and then Lord Bhikkhu Parikh. I'm indebted to him until life for this honor.
Absolutely a pleasure, because being an only Indian and getting the honor not just to visit House of Lords in Lord itself and launching his autobiography, which is stumped, indeed would have stumped you as well.
Yeah.
So this is an amazing journey of how a Hyderabad boy shifted to Bangalore with his father's and his mother's blessing, took up sports, educated himself, got into a level where he brought remarkable feat, not just for India but for the entire world, and getting that honor of being given the national title of being called a Padma Shri, sir. Yes. It is indeed an honor, and thank you so much. I think we have
Arjuna Award as well.
Of course, Arjuna Award. Could you like to tell us of the awards that you have achieved, earned?
Earned.
Yeah. So which one is your favorite and why?
Well, I think all have the importance. You see, now in '82, before we won the World Cup, by the way, I was awarded the Padma Shri, and then followed by Arjuna Award, and then the state award was Eklavya.
Gee.
These are the 3 awards, away from, of course, the doctorate which I got from the University of Tango in South Africa. Huge honor which was given to me on philosophy. Never expected. And then I was given the honor of membership of the Marylebone Cricket Club, which is the most honorable for the cricketers who have done yeoman service to cricket, are given the honorary life membership.
Wow.
That's another big honor. Right, and then of course there are many other lifetime achievement award which was given by the Board of Control for Cricket in India after I retired from international cricket and domestic cricket. Right, these are the achievements which I have. Of course, there have been a few here and there. How can I forget? The most personal, best moment of my entire journey of cricket. The first best moment was winning the World Cup for the country.
Of course, right here, right in front of you.
There it is. Okay. And the next personal best moment, which has not been publicized, unfortunately. It does not matter to me. It does not. All these achievements have been blessed by the Almighty Lord through the sources which He has created down below. Yes. So the next personal best moment of my entire cricketing career was being awarded the best wicket keeper in the world. No wicket keeper has been given this award till date, by the way. Who I had considered the best in the world: Alan Knott, Rodney Marsh, Wasim Bari, Bob Taylor. I learned a great deal from all these iconic wicket keepers who I played against with. Learned a great deal, and they were great wicket keeper batsmen who never ever hesitated to share their experiences and guidelines to yours sincerely. And they were the jury, along with the one and only Godfrey Evans, late Godfrey Evans. Right. He was alive when he gave me this award. Came into the dressing room after we won the World Cup, along with the ICC chairman, secretary of ICC, I can't recall their names, right, came along with this world's best wicketkeeper award, and all these wicketkeepers constituted me as the best in the world.
Wow.
What an honor this has been personally to me after the Indian World Cup victory.
Amazing, amazing. This is indeed. They say that this is a silver glove that you received.
Yes, that's right. It is in the Museum of Lords.
Wow.
It's there. I saw that.
Wow.
It's not been silvered like this, right? And it's I visited Lords while after the launch in House of Lords.
Yes.
I went and watched the Indian team playing at the Lords cricket ground, and went into the museum to see the equipment. Oh, it's amazing museum. And there I suddenly saw this, and unfortunately my name has not been written there.
Oh.
Now I've got the manager's card, which I'm in the process to write to him, to write my name. I'll forward this picture.
Yes, absolutely.
To him and say that write my name there.
Indeed an honor,
Yeah,
Charlie.
it's a huge honor, but Indian victory, Indian wicket-keeper, no name.
Chachaji, you've been bestowed with the Padma Shri, the most honorary award that you've received from Indian government. You've got Ekalavya Award, Arjuna Award, and thousands of other awards which I'm sure you're very, very proud of, and we are proud of it too. Tell us your personal favorite and why.
Yes, you see, now there have been, amongst all the awards, each award has its own significance.
Yes.
Right. They have been all national awards. Now here is the two best awards which I've got, which is worldwide known. Right, the first award which I would like to show is the World Cup which we won.
Wow.
Right, this is the World Cup which we won, and
Wow.
it's a best moment of my entire career was winning the World Cup for India. Right, and then away from this, the next best moment of my award would be this one, which has been given to me as the world's best wicket keeper.
Wow.
Right, no wicket keeper in the world has been given this award. And these two are world renowned awards, away from the other awards which are national, which have their own significance and own importance.
Amazing. So this is what even Muhammad Azharuddin was mentioning in his book launch when he was invited out there, saying that in spite of all the cricketing histories, historic great players, Syed Kirmani would definitely be one of the world's best wicket-keeper that India has ever produced. And these are his words.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. This is where is the great feeling which I get.
Yes.
Which has been bestowed upon by the Almighty Lord. And of course, this is where one should be aiming to reach the dizzy heights and bringing name to yourself and to the country, your family, etc. and etc.
Sir, we have seen a lot of players, the minute they score a century or the minute they win a match or they've taken a hat-trick or a 5-wicket haul, the balls, the wickets, the bats are taken as collectibles or souvenirs, as a mark of respect and memory that this is an achievement that we have.
Yes.
In your during your days, sir, do you recall having such collectibles, or if there are any, what are your favorite ones?
Yes, we have never been interested into these kind of collectibles or the souvenirs, but definitely I have a cricket ball.
Wow.
My debut series, where I happened to equal the world record.
Wow.
Of 6 victims in an innings, test innings. Right, this was my debut series and my very second test match in New Zealand.
Wow.
Right, I have got all those 6 autographs on that cricket ball. As a souvenir, I've got it in my showcase somewhere down the line, I think.
Yeah.
Where it is, I can't see. Nevertheless, and then away from that, I was I had that intention of having the most iconic world champions from different disciplines of life. Right, that is, I had one in our time, the world's best batsman.
Wow.
Which he played, Viv Richards.
Sir Viv Richards.
Right, he has autographed and given me this bat.
I can see that.
I said, hey, you are the best batsman in the world, Viv. Can you give me one of your bats? Hey,
Wow.
sure, man.
Wow.
He
Wow.
said, and he said, yeah, here you go. He gave me this bat. And then the next best, yes, you can have that look. And the next best bat which I got was from the iconic current era, the best batsman in the world, Sachin Tendulkar, with his autograph with my name on that, with best wishes. So I'm in the process of getting, the billiards cue from Pankaj Advani.
Wow, wow, wow.
His cue, world champion. And then we have, I've got in the process of getting a tennis racket from Vijay Amritraj of my time. He was
Wow, of course.
one of the, he's going to get me that.
Lovely.
And then Prakash Padukone's badminton racket.
Lovely.
These are all the world champions. So this is where is my interest, to collect the all world champions, whatever equipment they played with. And of course, out of all these, this is the best ever collection of mine, where these are the autographs of all the World Cup players, right? And this is the typical bat, which is called the mongoose, right? Which Kapil Dev scored 175. Of course, that bat which he played with is broken, or whether it is with him or not, I don't know. But similar bat, was given to all the 83 World Cup players with personalized names on to all of us. There goes for Syed Kirmani, engraved, and all these original autographs of all the 83 World Cup players. So it's a great possession of mine, which has to be very well taken care of. All right. So these are the only collectibles.
Amazing.
Yes. So
it feels so good to hold this in your hand. It's like holding a big trophy and you being part of it. It says Players Edition Syed Kirmani and 175 not out. The star mark there. Don't miss that, by Kapil Dev. And this is a brilliant Players Edition. Remarkable. The Indian cricket team, the Prudential World Cup of 1983, winning with their autographs. So this is indeed a very prized possession, sir.
Yes, as a souvenir of mine, and which I'm in the process of getting the other iconic world-class players of our country from various disciplines. Probably if I bump into Neeraj Chopra.
Wow, with his javelin. With this, sir, it's been a great insight. I've grown up seeing you as an idol, as a person who has always valued his parents, his family, his religion, his country, and these are the foundation lessons that no school will ever teach you. You learn from what you see your elders preach and act, right? And with this, it was a remarkable lesson for me, sir. Thank you so much. And before I could end, we would like to have a casual chat on a rapid fire question that I'm going to throw at you. 7, 8, and let's see, what comes out first from your mind and heart.
Okay.
Are you ready for it, sir?
Yes, I'm ready for it, but don't get me stumped here.
No.
By your rapid fire questions on me.
No.
Don't put me on fire.
I'm sure you're going to knock every question out of the ground for a 6 for sure.
Go ahead.
So, are you ready? Let's start.
Yep.
Your favorite cricketer?
Favorite?
Cricketer.
My God, I'm sorry that I have to take a little longer in expressing myself.
Yes.
To sum it up, you see, I have never had any favoritism, never idolizing anybody, but never hesitated to admire or appreciate and talk about that iconic cricketer or Sunny Gavaskar.
Wow, lovely. Your favorite cricket ground?
Cricket ground could be, I would say, Kolkata, because that's where before the Melbourne, before we could go into Australia, Kolkata had 100,000 crowd, and if you perform there, you become a demigod there.
Wow.
So Kolkata.
Wow.
Eden Gardens.
Eden Gardens at Kolkata. Your favorite food, sir?
Oh my God, dal roti.
Lovely. Your favorite actor?
Oh my God! You are stopping me here. My favoritism.
That's part of the rapid fire, just to understand the other side of Syed Kirmani behind the stumps.
Yes, of course. You see, now in my school days it was Dilip Kumar.
Lovely.
And now it is Amitabh Bachchan.
Amazing.
And along with that would be, of course, I have to add Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, also Amir Khan.
Lovely.
The Khan brothers.
The Khan brothers, yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
Your favorite actress?
My favorite actress, of course, it was Sharmila Tagore ji.
Wow, absolutely.
The current ones, of course, there are so many there. But in my time, we followed only Sharmila Tagore ji. We call her, with love. She has been a great fan of cricket.
True.
Right, and then she married the world's best captain, Nawab Pataudi. And she said, don't call me, she had a pet name called Rinku.
Okay,
Yes,
nice.
yeah.
Your favorite wicket-keeper, sir?
Syed Kirmani.
Wow.
What ego?
Not all an ego, it's the truth, of course.
Oh my God. Yes, because just because I got this, I have to tell that, yes, I have to tell about no wicket-keeper has been given this award. But no favoritism, but I have always admired Alan Knott, Rodney Marsh, Wasim Bari, Bob Taylor. I have learned a great deal from these great iconic wicket-keepers who I considered the world's best on the same pedestal. And they honored me. They were the jury along with Godfrey Evans, who gave me this world's best wicket-keeper award. So can I not have that right to say Syed Kirmani?
Of course you have.
Thank
Your favorite spot in Bengaluru?
Favorite spot, Banerghatta, wildlife.
Lovely. And your favorite coffee shop in Bangalore?
Coffee shop, yeah. Wherever there is Cape Coffee.
Your airlines probably was your favorite, I recall.
I think, yeah, it was near the bank also. In those days, it was Koshi's also. We used to go walk across to Koshi's. Airlines was yet to come at that time.
Lovely, lovely. Wow, this has been an amazing journey, Chaji, listening to, your accomplishments, your awards, your journey. And I see a lot of other achievements there too in your beautiful setup out there. Would definitely like to get a tour. Can I please get a tour of that?
Yeah, come, let's have a look. I'll show you. It's all cramped up though.
Yeah.
I've got to set up another showcase. Yes, you wanted to see some of my achievements.
Wow.
And it's all cramped up.
Wow.
It needs to be adjusted. Important ones have to be put in here, and the rest on other side of it. That's Arjuna Award.
Yes.
That's Eklavya Award. Of course, these are the this area is all golfing tournaments which I won.
Wow, you're an avid golfer as well.
Yes, I'm an avid golfer. Yes.
I see a silver bat as well.
This is a silver bat given by the owner of what is that? Padma Shri, Kirmani, Kalyan Jewellers.
Wow, Kalyan Jewellers.
Kalyan Jewellers, MD. I happened to inaugurate their Kalyan ji. His name is Kalyan ji bolte hain unko. So he presented me this when I honored him.
Yes.
It was an invitation which read, a legend honors a legend.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So I honored him. He honored me with this silver bat and the silver ball.
Amazing.
Yes, of course. And then, here is my the most prestigious Padma Shri Award.
Wow.
Yes, all these have to be polished and kept. And of course, these are the awards. Of course, these are the glove which I used in the World Cup. And here I was talking about the ball.
Wow.
6 autographs on this. This is the ball where I happened to equal the world record of 6 victims in a test match. I didn't know that I was nearing a record.
Wow.
I was told so. And the other 3 wicket keepers who held this 6 victims record is John Murray of England, Wally Grout of Australia, and Dennis Lindsay of South Africa. These are the guys who held 6 victims, all as catches. But I had one stumping in my 6 victims. So I stood a little out of them, away from them, by having one stumping in that. So this is the bowl, and this is where the autographs are fading away actually. Yeah. And in that is the first one to have the world record as a bowler was Richard Hadley. His autograph is here.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Right, and that's that. That's the ball.
So this is how amazing the collection is. I'm sure there is more than what you see. The accomplishments cannot be put that on record in a form of a book. There are many more.
Those are the gloves which I used, batting gloves and the wicket keeping. One glove has been taken away by my friend from Nairobi.
Okay.
He said, as a souvenir, I want to have one of your gloves. Yes, thank you so much, Kumail, for giving. It was a pleasure for me sharing my little experiences with you on the brands of Bangalore. Right, and I wish you every success. And that's it. I think with this, I would like to say to all my viewers, to all my friends who have been watching the brands of Bangalore, wish you good health, happiness. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Namaskar.